You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Beyond the Gates fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for June 2nd through the 6th. We're going to see Eva toying with the idea of destroying her mom and Hayley playing wicked stepmonster. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you're not following us, please reach down, press subscribe, as we always do on early edition day for all the soaps. We first talk about what is coming the rest of this week. So, on Wednesday, May 28th, we've got Tyrell messing up his first kiss by accusing the girl of pranking him for a social media stunt, hoping it will go viral. Looks like she wasn't doing that, so she gets mad and she goes just as Daddy Smitty arrives, but Tyrell won't tell his dad or his sister Samantha why the girl stormed out. Speaking of storming, Martin is angry after Smitty told him that Bill's been talking out of turn, and so he shows up over to the Fairmont Crest Country Club to throw some shade at the lawyer. Hayley does not want to hear their bickering, and she leaves the table for a few minutes. Bill really doesn't want to hear it either, but Martin just won't stop. Bill calls Martin out for being a liar who has not come clean to his husband Smitty, and Martin threatens violence on Bill. We also have that sketchy dude who was stalking Martin at Orphe Jeans, who's now masquerading as a bus boy at the country club to spy on the Dupree grandson. So Bill threatens back because he's got juicy leverage on Martin, and Bill brings up that fateful night, the one that's clearly haunting Martin, and when Hayley returns, she reveals her pregnancy news, and Martin offers a sarcastic slow clap. Then he insults Bill and warns Hayley to get away from the bad guy. Martin then insults Bill's dad, and he throws hands, but it turns out that a lot of that was just in Martin's head. I just don't like fantasy scenes like that. It just clogs things up. Anyway, Bill lies to Hayley and says Martin's issue is about the Ted affair thing and the cover-up that he did. Martin takes off, and the secret spy follows after him. Also, Hayley tells her Hayley tells her ex BFF Naomi that she has got Bill's bun in her oven, but she isn't impressed by Hayley one bit. Jacob is there to see all of this, and Hayley is hoping that they can call it bygones because they're all family now, but Naomi's not having it, and she takes off with Jacob. Chelsea is super mad that her stepmonster Hayley's having a baby with Daddy Bill, but when Hayley tells her to get used to the idea, Chelsea has a mini meltdown and storms away. So that's 2 for 2 stepdaughters hating on her. And it turns out Bill has already started a college fund in advance of getting Hayley pregnant because of the last near-miss pregnancy thing. So they're excited about it. They could check that off the list, but literally nobody else is down for this. Derek wants to give Ashley back her key, but she wants him to keep it only in case of emergencies. Turns out they're still dating, but not cohabitating. Naomi and Jacob show up, and Ashley says that they do love each other, but she and Derek just can't live together. Meanwhile, Kat calls Jacob, and he waits for her at Orphe Jeans because she's got stuff to tell him. Smitty confronts Martin about lying about where he was gone to, and his hubby actually admits, okay, fine, I went to see Bill, but Martin keeps on lying to Smitty about why he went to see him. And then Martin drops the Hayley baby bombshell to distract his hubby Smitty, and guess what? It works. So Martin and his husband know that Danny is going to blow up when she finds out, and guess what? That's happening on Wednesday as well. So Chelsea trots over and tells her mom, Danny, that Hayley is pregnant, and Danny is wondering if Hayley got knocked up by somebody else and cracks an AARP old guy joke about her ex-husband, Bill. And then Danny suggests that Hayley is faking the pregnancy for some kind of monetary gain. And then Danny suggests Hayley is faking orgasms too, which icks out Chelsea. She doesn't want to hear anything about it. Hayley and Bill head home from the country club, and when Bill goes up to make a work call, Danny walks in the door to confront her. Thursday, May 29th, we've got Danny wanting Hayley to go pee on a pregnancy test stick while she's there to witness it because Danny thinks Hayley is lying and faking. Danny warns Bill about making babies with his hussy wife, and I'm sure she's going to throw shade like she did while talking to Chelsea about Bill being too old for kids, etc. Doug is furious at Joey, who he now realizes set him up and deliberately used him to get to Vanessa, and Joey brings Vanessa to his casino and rigs it for her to get a big win. And then Joey takes Vanessa to his office while she's on that gambler's high and rips off her clothes. Will Doug find out what they did? Jacob meets Kat to discuss the ongoing case of Laura being run off the road, and Kat suspects it's either Eva or Leslie, but signs are now pointing more firmly to insane Leslie. And at the law office, Naomi stops by to flip out on Bill and wonders if her dad expects her to throw her stepmonster Hayley a party. No one is excited about this baby except Bill and Hayley. Leslie tries again to get Ted in the sack, and when she's got her hands on him this week, Kat walks in on Ted looking way too close to Leslie and totally loses it. Friday, May 30th, Anita worries her past actions will cause future trauma and trouble, but her friend Tracy agreed to talk to the other articulate about a reunion show with the three of them. Ted wants so badly to reconcile with Nicole, but if Kat tells her mom that Ted was alone with Leslie, well, that's going to be a big problem. Meanwhile, Eva sneaks into Leslie's apartment to steal her mom's motorcycle helmet and gloves to use against her, but will Eva hand it to Jacob the cop, her detective half-sister Kat, amateur detective, or just keep the goods to blackmail Leslie and try and keep her in line? Her mom realizes they're gone and she blows up at Eva. June 2nd through the 6th, we've got Leslie possibly facing arrest because Kat is closing in on her for not only the crash, but the potassium poisoning at the hospital. Jacob is still pushing and investigating, and Eva stealing hard evidence that could indict crazy Leslie are all very problematic. Smitty keeps digging into Martin's dirty secret because he knows his husband's telling him lies, and with Bill getting tired of Martin making scenes, who knows what he might say to Smitty, because Bill has got all the power in this deal, but Martin keeps pushing his buttons anyway. Kat's not going to give up until she takes down Leslie and gets her out of her mom Nicole and her dad's Ted's life once and for all. Doug wants payback on Joey, but he's got no money, no leverage, no power, and, no mob connections like the casino owner has. Doug is literally risking his life by pushing back on Joey too hard. Will Doug do the one thing that he can do and come clean to Vanessa about the debt and tell her that Joey did it to him on purpose to make the casino owner look like the bad man that he really is? And by then, since Vanessa shagged him, will she even care? Hayley was hoping that having Bill's baby would put her into the mainstream and get her more accepted in the social sphere of Fairmont Crest, but it might do just the opposite and further alienate her. Danny will make sure she makes it even harder on Hayley now.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.